Have you ever heard the expression, time with the one you love is time well spent? I'm sure you have. But have you been spending enough time with your family? Tell me, when was the last time you did something together with your loved ones? Without being distracted by work, school, church, or other obligations? Without being distracted by movies, sports, or social media? Did you know that only 30% of families regularly eat dinner together? Having family time is not always easy in today's busy and chaotic world. Schedules can be difficult to coordinate, and time can be hard to manage. Life requires you to set priorities. But so many things are needed and expected of you. So what is your main priority? Well, spending time with your family should be number one on your list. And in today's story, we'll see just how a boy managed to get his father's time. You'll want to stick around to the end of this video to find out more and to get another key to untapping your potential. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. One quiet evening, a father had just come home from work. This time, a little past midnight, but late as usual. Ever since he was promoted as a manager, he has been working tirelessly and overtime to make ends meet. He couldn't even remember the last time he had dinner together with his wife and kids. But in his mind, as long as he was able to pay the bills and support them, he felt a sense of relief. That night, he found his 5-year-old son waiting for him by the door. It was a strange sight for him to be greeted to, because the father was used to having everyone fast asleep by the time he got home. But by being too tired and irritated, he simply nodded towards his son. "Daddy, may I ask you a question?" the boy suddenly asked. The father could only nod his head, being too tired to speak. "Daddy, how much money do you make an hour?" The father was kind of annoyed by the question. He certainly wasn't expecting this question at all. Annoyed, the father said, "That's none of your business. And why do you want to know?" "Oh, I just wanted to know, Daddy. Please, tell me. How much do you make an hour?" pleaded the little boy. As much as the father wanted to argue further, he knew his stubborn son wouldn't stop asking. "Well, if you must know, I make about 100 an hour." "Oh," the little boy let out a grumble, somewhat discouraged with his head down. But after a few seconds, he looked up and said, "Daddy, may I borrow $10, please?" Upon hearing that, something inside the father broke loose. The father became furious. "If you only wanted to know how much money I make so you could buy some toy or something ridiculous, then you can walk right back to your room and go to bed." He couldn't contain his anger anymore. The father continued, "Think about why you're being so selfish." The father said to himself, "I work long, tired hours every single day. I don't have time for such nonsense." The little boy quietly went to his room and shut the door. The man sat down and started to get even more enraged by what had happened. "I can't believe he's already asking me for money." After about 30 minutes, the man had finally calmed down. It took him a short while to realize that he had been too harsh on his son. Maybe he really needed to buy something with $10, perhaps something for school. He also realized his son never really asked for money at all before. The man slowly walked towards the little boy's room, softly knocking on the door before opening it. "Are you asleep, son?" the father asked. "No, Daddy, I'm awake," the boy replied. "I was thinking, maybe I was too harsh on you earlier. It's been a long day and I took it out on you. I'm so sorry, son. Here's the $10 you asked for." The little boy sat straight up, beaming. "Thank you so much, Daddy," he happily yelled. "Please, wait here." The boy then reached under his pillow for some more crumpled up bills. When the father saw that his son already had money, he became a little confused, and even more enraged once more. The little boy counted out loud his money slowly. Then he raised his eyes to his dad. Then the father asked, "How come you wanted more money when you already had some?" The son smiled at his father and said, "Because I didn't have enough at the time, but now I do. 99, 100. Look, Daddy, I finally have 100 now. Can I buy an hour of your time? Here, take this. Can you please come home an hour early tomorrow? I want us to have dinner together again as a family." The father's heart just melted. Without seconds to pass, he wrapped his son around his arms. He begged his son to forgive him. As Dallin H. Oak said, "The ultimate treasure on earth and in heaven are our children." Why is family time so important? This story is just a short reminder for you who's working so hard in life. The fast pace of a modern family life can make it easy to forget how important it is to simply spend time with your loved ones, especially your children. Even having dinner time will do. Now, you can blame the world for its fast-paced culture, demanding jobs, and time-consuming technology. However, the world will not stop until you decide to slow down and reconnect with the people and things that are most important to you. Time spent with family is an investment. It is an investment to your happiness, well-being, and security. It can only be used to break free from the daily grind and the constant demands of the outside world, while also strengthening your will to carry on. Making time is essential for staying close and providing and receiving love and support from your family. The gift of time is the greatest gift of all. And that's what you've probably been needing these days. And when you start to prioritize time, you gain memories, value, and appreciation from your loved ones. Knowing that there are people you can rely on, people who will have your back in times of need, is indeed priceless. If you were to die tomorrow, the company where you work at could easily replace you the very next day. However, the family and friends you leave behind will mourn the rest of their lives. So, before you regret, love them unconditionally. Leave sweet memories behind before you forever lose sight of them on earth. After all, the greatest gift you can give someone is your time. Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories on a consistent basis? Do me a favor and support the channel by sharing, commenting below, and please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest updates. Soon, you will be on your way to feeling inspired.